If you're over 40, you probably notice something subtle. Your recovery takes longer, your sleep isn't as deep, and your excess weight, it doesn't come off the way it used to. But here's the truth. You're still driven, you're still capable, you are not definitely broken. It's just that you don't have that 25-year-old body anymore. And I'm here to tell you that your body is your most valuable asset. And this is where peptides enter the conversation. At their core, peptides are short-chain amino acids. But that's not the interesting part. What matters is what they actually do. Peptides act as signaling molecules. I like to describe them as text messages inside your body. Messages that say, repair this tissue, or release growth hormone, or maybe build collagen, and more importantly, maybe improve insulin sensitivity. The truth is, when you're younger, these signals are clear and they work for your benefit. As we age, they get weaker. And sometimes the messages don't land at all. And that's when things start to change. Your recovery, your energy, and your body composition starts to change. Physiologically speaking, peptide therapy isn't about forcing your body to do something that's unnatural. It's about restoring clarity to signals your body already understands. Now, not all peptides are the same, and this is where people get overwhelmed. So, instead of throwing dozens of names at you, let's simplify it. Let's talk about what they actually do.
First on the list is BPC 157. This is also known as Body Protection Compound 157. If you're active and you don't want old injuries defining your lifestyle, this is one peptide a lot of people consider. It's been studied to support ligament, tendon, and soft tissue repair. So if you lift weights, play golf, and you want to stay active, you might want to do more research and discuss its risks and benefits with your doctor.
Next in the list are Ipamorelin and CJC 1295. These are often used for sleep and recovery. As we age, natural growth hormone declines, and this affects sleep depth, body composition, skin quality, and overall repair. It is important to note that these peptides don't replace growth hormones. They just stimulate your body to release them naturally. Now let's talk about brain health. And let's tackle cerebrolysine and Cmax. I know that for most of you, optimum cognitive performance is non-negotiable. You just don't want to live longer, you definitely want to stay sharp. Cerebrolysine has been used internationally for neuroplasticity support. Cmax is often described as improving focus without that jittery, stimulant feeling. There are also compounds like tesofensine, which influence brain signaling and even suppress appetite. And as you will find out in the later videos, this field isn't just about muscle, it's about neurological resilience. Now let's talk about the hot topics of weight loss and metabolic health. And I know you've probably heard of these compounds. We have semaglutide, tirzepatide, and newer medications like retatrutide. These peptides act on appetite and metabolic signaling pathways. They can be very powerful tools, but they're not substitutes for physical activity, a good night's sleep, and balanced diet. And last on today's list, let's talk about MOTS. This one is interesting as it might actually improve your longevity. It targets the mitochondria, which we all know is the powerhouse of our cells. It's still being explored, but it shows a lot of promise to help people live longer lives. Now let me be clear, this space is exciting, but it's still evolving. And some of these compounds have been around for decades. Some are compounded and some are still in clinical trial. And not all sources are equal. Whenever possible, you should start with validated FDA-approved options and only consider newer medications after consulting with your physician. There are several side effects described in the literature, which includes hormonal imbalance, fluid retention, gastrointestinal side effects, and the like. And at this point, long-term consequences are still not clear. And as a physician, here's the biggest mistake I see people do. People are layering peptides on top of a weak foundation. Using peptides cannot make up for poor sleep, high stress, and chronic inflammation. It's like if your car is not working properly, adding premium fuel usually don't fix the problem. my best advice is for you to work with your physician to obtain some baseline blood work and understand your biomarker. Peptides can potentially improve your health and well-being when used thoughtfully and under medical guidance. And because this space is moving fast, I'm putting together something more structured to help you understand what's real and what's just hype. I'm Dr. Hanz. My goal is to give you a framework so together with your doctor, you can make informed and intelligent decisions about the use of peptides. I hope to see you on my next video.